Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is a general update for the lunar eclipse that we are having in Taurus on November 8, 2022. Right now we are in eclipse season, so we have the Scorpio solar eclipse. If you have not checked out that video, please go back and check it out so you can be up to date within these energies. Right now it's the Scorpio Taurus axis, so it is the south node and the north node. And what we're looking at with the south node is the shedding and releasing of toxic behaviors, toxic patterns, whether we had let go of an old belief system or of a pattern or even of a relationship, a way of being. Things that were hidden is what Scorpio brought up to our attention, and it was for us to see. So like for myself, I had to look at an old way of staying and looking at something from a negative sense, or an old behavior or something that was just hidden. So I had to really look at these emotions. So it's not just about relationship, but the relationship with self and how we're identifying with our own emotions, and if we're ready to release them, so we can go towards the north node, which is about a quantum leap forward. So moving towards something bigger, big changes that are coming in for us within Taurus. Taurus being a fixed sign is not about the emotions, and it's not about the mind. It is about one day at a time. Taurus just likes things to be, pretty easy. It could be stubborn at times here with the bull, but at the same time, Taurus is about, feeling grounded in what we value. And what do you value right now? What have you taken for granted? And these are the things that are coming up. So whatever you're experiencing, these intense emotions, they're coming in from the moon. So Taurus with the moon and Uranus being in the north node is about, it's like having that tower effect in our life. So that big change that is coming in, and the universe is saying, hey, it's that time for that last minute shakeup. It's like the quake that comes, and I'm gonna, like this, it's like, your life is kind of like that. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of, some lightning bolts happening around you right now, and then all of a sudden you're starting to see there's a shakeup that's coming up, and this is an eclipse that's going to change and transform in a super way, which is going to impact us for the next 6 months of our life. So this is going through old illusion, old foundations, recognizing that our worth and that we are love, and that we're seeing our reality, and releasing old negative thoughts and patterns and repressed emotions to heal. So expecting some old situations to come around for closure and for completion. So the tower happens when our foundation, we're not valuing and not seeing our own worth, and what we thought was solid is kind of shaking up, is shaking down, and that this is a shake-up. It's an earthquake before we get settled into something solid. So right now, these are the things that are coming up. So that big shakeup is happening within the next few days. I don't know about you, but I know I've been feeling intense emotional energies. I'm doing a lot of release lately, even through meditation, just crying my eyes out, having these old things come up when it comes about value and worth, and the comparisons and things of that nature that I've really had to look at and just bring compassion and love to myself in those areas and aspects of my own reality. And Scorpio had done that. Scorpio wanted to see, what needed to end, whether it was with Venus, whether it was a toxic pattern in a relationship, or that toxic pattern was with the relationship with self, in the way that we have thought. Like for me, it was like, comparing myself to other YouTubers, or comparing myself to other people that are channeling, or comparing myself to, and just going in that boohoo kind of place, and that relationship with myself, and not recognizing my own value and my own worth, and that where does that come from, and I really had to put a light on that, and to really look at that, so I can transmute and transform these energies, and not to suppress them any longer, so I can be free to move to the next step of my own evolution and my own ascension. So what we're looking at right now is that whatever that we no longer need, right? No longer suppressing, shining light on the shadow. The lunar eclipse is here to create significant change. And now this change, like I said, comes like that tower, just comes. And you're to prepare for it. If you're not prepared for it, the universe is not saying, oh, well, she's not, or he's not prepared, we're going to wait on that. It's just, it's coming. So it's here. and it's here to push you into the next stage. And what this is about is, you know, the full moon is illumination in the Taurus, so you can reevaluate, you know, your physical reality, basically. So it's processing information, releasing, transmuting, and accepting what is revealed, not rejecting it. And at the same time, lunar eclipses happen to move you forward here in Scorpio season. So again, back in Scorpio, you know, season, it was the eclipse, it revealed the transformation and the death. And now in Taurus, a pathway to shift away from pain and move you in an upward position, right? We're moving away from pain and we're going towards, so not having resistance, you know. So Taurus is grounding energy, so it's one step at a time, not to overthink things and eclipses or those sudden changes, the chaos, the abrupt, and to expect the unexpected at the same time. And it's an opening and it's a closing of things and shifting and being okay with what closes and really allowing what wants to open to come in, and to really sit and be okay with what is left and what is here and what is yet to come. So the old and the new, and preparing for surprises, just whatever happens is meant to be, and really recognizing with that and reconciling with that at the same time. So it's about knowing your worth, and this can create, you know, from the moon, given the emotional kick, you know, it's that feeling kick, because Taurus isn't really a feeling sign, it's earth sign, but the moon is all about the feelings, and we're getting a boost of this feeling kick towards us at this time. And we're going to see, you know, with the cards here, with what is coming up. So, you know, what's coming up is just the fears and what we fear and what we're claiming and what we deserve and what is it that we need to let go of. And I have a black moon Lilith that is coming up here, and it's and what does this say? The black moon Lilith, it says mystery. So like I said, it's like the expected and then the unexpected with this card that is coming on here. So this is that area where you just don't know what is happening and you're just waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information, so things are still in mystery. So it's just saying you may be feeling these, but just know that with this card, it's just a card about you allowing the mystery to happen. So we are just, you know, in this place of allowing whatever's to come to transform, and to, like I said, you're to just be okay with it. And just be okay with what is to manifest with this mystery, because it's not about solving it. It's about recognizing what you value at this time during this Taurus. So the Black Moon Lilith talks about the mystery of life, the mystery that's up ahead. It's when we let go and when we trust, you know, what is going to reveal itself. And when we're open to see what's going to reveal itself, I just said 818, please look that up. Then you can look at that, shine love on fear. So love will light up the darkness. Absolutely. And number 18, and I said look up 818, and then we have the card of 18. And this card too is coming up and saying, hey, what is it that you're fearing right now? What can you let go of? Can you shine a light, like we had said, because Scorpio was shining a light on all the fears that were coming up. So this card comes up along with the Black Moon Lilith and is saying that love is the real deal right now. You know, what is it that you're fearing? What is it that you're attracting? Could you be attracting some pain, you know, with this card? So, and when we're shining a light on fear into the darkness, love will heal the fear. You don't want to stay stuck in the fear. What you want to do is bring light and love into it, into any situations that have arose within the eclipse that came up. And as I say that, work through your fears. Look at this. I mean, this too has just come up, and this is work through your fears with new moon in Scorpio. And with the new moon in Scorpio, this too is coming up and is saying, okay, again, we're in this conjunct between Taurus and Scorpio. You don't want to stay stuck in the fear. What you want to do is bring light and love into it, into any situations that have arose within the eclipse that came up. And as I say that, work through your fears. Look at this. I mean, this too has just come up, and this is work through your fears with new moon in Scorpio. And with the new moon in Scorpio, with the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the birth, death, and rebirth from Scorpio, and it's coming up and saying, hey, if you're experiencing something like this, like I said about your mind, body, and spirit, and about that tower, I'm afraid of change, I'm afraid of letting go, I'm afraid of things ending. Can we work through these fears and then shine the love on these fears, and then really work through by releasing ourselves to see the mystery behind all of that, to allow the mystery to unfold. And then when we do, let's see with the moonology, okay, we have tuned to the divine, which is new moon in Pisces. So like I said, this is like, the universe is going to do what the universe is going to do. And it's going to come into you and your relationship with the divine. Are you attuned with it? Can you trust it? Can you let go of things of the past? Do you have to control things of the past? And this is when you are just really having the opportunity to be in the flow of life, because it's a water sign, attuning. And what happens is that what is happening is what you want. You're manifesting and working perfectly with the intelligence of the divine. So this is saying, work with your meditation, work to attune, with your higher self. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self, and that you'll go through this, mystery. I just saw 1222 with ease. And then the card that is coming out when it comes to the Queen of the Oracle. So again, Black Moon Lilith, the mystery, it's just like, what have you not resolved? What is still hidden from you? It's going to reveal itself, whatever that is for you too. And we have the card of abundance that came out, and sovereignty. So what you're claiming is the truth of who you are. You're staying within your own sovereignty, and you're recognizing the abundance of the universe. Have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in what is happening, what is leaving, and that you have what it takes, to pass through this test, because you're a powerful co-creator, so you're claiming it, This is about you claiming your abundance. How's that, This is you're the one who's writing your own story, so claim it. Can you claim this to be true? An energy card, a man holding a coin. So again, such Taurus energy. So this is new opportunities. What do you value? What do you value? What direction do you want to go in? How do you feel safe? What is safety to you? So Taurus, is all about the material. So are you feeling safe within the material realm right now? And then let's go ahead. Look at that, the Fool. Yeah, after the lunar eclipse, we're stepping in. We'll have another eclipse, I believe, and then we're going to step into 2023, and we're going to be like the Fool, having a new journey. So you're on a new journey, and this new journey is about releasing so you can step into your North Node. And the card says, I'm honest with myself and others. 1444 is the time we just saw. So yeah, it is about being honest with yourself and others so you can create something solid and of value for you. Here we go. And this is the solar eclipse. And what does it say here? It says, I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Yeah, it is about worth. It is about your worth and your value. So it is about your worth and your value. Until next time, sending you so much love, so much light. Namaste.